so good to see you all, sort of. It's been a couple weeks, so excited to be back today with our mostly weekly practitioner interview. And today I'm so excited to be here with Dawn Kulaski. Did I say that right? I always feel like I want to make sure I say her name right. Okay, perfect. Dawn is incredible. She's a natural health care provider, and she just does such beautiful, incredible work. And fits perfectly into our theme of getting to chat with amazing practitioners and therapists and coaches who are all on the mission to help us thrive. So you guys are in for a real treat. She truly does just incredible work. We met actually at a women's networking group that we are both a part of, and I'm so grateful I sat next to you that day because it's been really fun getting to learn about what you do. So Dawn, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. I'm excited for everyone to get to know what you do. So Dawn is based in Littleton, Colorado, correct?
That's correct.
And so yeah, I'm so excited for y'all get to hear about what she does. So Dawn, do you want to go ahead and just share a little bit? I kind of gave a little teaser, but what do you do? Do you want to share what you do?
Absolutely. So I have a clinic in downtown Littleton. Like you said, I'm a natural healthcare provider, and I'm trained in multiple modalities depending on the needs of my patients. So I'm trained in acupuncture and Chinese medicine. I do clinical nutrition and nutrition response testing.
Amazing. Yeah. That's so cool. I'd love to unpack those two, because for some people it might just not be super familiar what those are. But maybe actually, do you mind sharing a little bit about that? Because then we always love to hear why people do it. But maybe we could go into a little bit about what some of those are. Would that be okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So acupuncture deals with the energy systems in the body. So the different meridians in the body, which are associated with the organs. So, there's meridians for the liver and the heart and the spleen and the lung, etc. So depending on the ailments that a person has, whether that's physical, could even be emotionally, mentally, spiritually, we decide we treat those organs via these meridians. So based off of, past trauma, and that could be physical trauma like a car accident, or even emotional trauma from the past, we work with these meridians to either unblock the blockages or even connect the energies. Mm-hmm. So that's just kind of a little bit about the acupuncture side. Nutrition response testing is actually an amazing medicine. It helps people to discover nutritional deficiencies at the organ level. Mm-hmm. But the big thing is that it can help uncover hidden stressors that are stressing out our body or nervous system. Specifically, it can help with heavy metal toxicity, chemical toxicity, food sensitivities, scars, and then there's a big one called immune challenges that we deal with, which is uncovering bacteria, virus, fungus, parasites. So it's super powerful. We figure out what's stressing out the organ and then come up with a program to help get those stressors out of the body and rebuild the organ and nervous system so it can do the job that it's supposed to do.
Oh, that's incredible and so vital, so vital. And I love how deep that really goes, because it seems like that would be a really comprehensive and really kind of getting to the root of what
exactly
experiencing. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's not just covering up the symptoms or throwing medications at it. It's figuring out why the organs, why the body is not doing the job it's supposed to in the first place, and fixing it. That's the big thing, fixing the root cause.
I love that so much, because everything that my passion in all this is that really built on that premise that we're all designed and created to thrive. And so like what you're just saying, just throwing medications at it which is what a lot of people are used to in our country. And that's just masking. So I just love that that's really getting to that root. Do you, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but I mean, is there an example that comes to mind, or something that was a recent client or something, or patient that, what kind of something that you uncovered with that nutritional testing? And
well, actually, myself, I think I'm one of the biggest examples. That's one of the reasons why I even, am doing the medicine that I do. Back when we were trying to conceive our first child, so back about 2003, I was having trouble with infertility, and the doctors really had no answers for me. sorry, you're just not getting pregnant. We don't know what to do. Try these medications, see if we can help you. At the time, unfortunately, you know what you know, and you don't know what you don't know. I did actually conceive using Clomid, which was great at the time. After the fact, I learned a little bit more about some implications of that. But fast forward to when we were ready to have the second child, and I said, you know what, there's got to be a better way to do this. So I started researching things that I could do to help my fertility. I had also had several miscarriages in between, and I said, there's got to be something better. And so somebody suggested I try acupuncture, and I did. And literally from the first day that I had acupuncture, I said, oh my gosh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. I need to share this medicine with people. And I literally had a job for 13 years. I quit that job, was in school, became an acupuncturist. So fast forward a couple years after that, I started having some other health challenges. I had gotten strep throat 4 months in a row. So I kept getting strep throat. The doctors were giving me antibiotics, which I knew at the time, I'm like, this is horrible for my system. So they kept giving me antibiotics. At the same time, I was also having these horrible heart palpitations. And I went to the cardiologist. I wore the monitor. I did everything. Basically, they said, we could try medications. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just stressed, which I'm like, it's definitely more than just that. It's more, there's something more going on. And so they said that I had preventricular heart contractions, which basically I could take medicine. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I also was having issues with my stomach. I was literally nights, I would just lay awake all night with horrible stomach pains. And the doctor said I had post-infectious irritable bowel syndrome, which basically is a fancy name for, yes, you have symptoms. Sorry, I can't help you. So the time when I was doing acupuncture, I was sharing sharing space with a chiropractor who was learning nutrition response testing. And she's like, this medicine is really cool. I can help you uncover why you're having the symptoms, why you're having the heart palpitations, why your stomach is doing all this. She's like, let's try. And I said, okay, what do I have to lose, right? These doctors are giving me no answers. So she basically helped me uncover the strep bacteria. So it was bacteria that was affecting my body, it was affecting my stomach. It was actually affecting, if you do research, you can find out that the strep bacteria can affect the valves of your heart, which is indeed what was happening to me. So she found all these things, and literally it changed my health again. So for the second time I found myself back in school, I said, wow, these are the answers that people are looking for. I have to learn this so I can share it with people so they too can have answers. It's just amazing. It's amazing medicine. So it's changed my life. Both of my kids are on a program too. The first child that I did conceive on Western medicine, he was actually born 7 weeks early. So he spent quite a bit of time in the NICU. He was on oxygen for 3 months. So through nutrition response testing, we've got him off of all his meds, because basically in Western in medicine, they say you have asthma. Basically, you have it's a life sentence of steroids, right? So no, I didn't want to go that route. So we've been able to help heal him and his lungs. It's just really been life changing.
I love it. And I can see your passion in it, which I just love. I can see it in your face. I just love that. And I love that about, just holistic health in general. I feel like and so I always ask, like, why do you do what you do? Because there's always a beautiful story. And it's, built on this, like, I mean, like your personal experience. And then just this, like we deserve to feel better. And like, we get to we get to, it's not just like, it's like, sorry, I'm going to get a medication. Like there are other options. Yeah. Oh, I just love that so much. I hope, like, this is one of the reasons why I love doing these interviews, because I want to like spread that, like, there are other options. You can feel good. You can feel better. Like that's, there's more.
As I get older and my friends get older and my family gets older, it seems like I hear so many people say, oh, I just don't feel good, but I'm getting older. Or, they just basically just accept the fact that they don't feel well, Well, that is bull.
Yes.
Women that are like, oh, menopause, I have hot flashes, I'm hormonal.
Yeah.
That's bull. You
Yes.
do not have to feel bad.
No, it's
You're not supposed to feel bad.
yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Like, bullshit. Oh, I just love that. Yes, because right, and it's so easy, I think, to get well, because we're trained too, and I don't mean to sound so cynical, but we're also trained in our culture to just trust that the doctors know best and they know our bodies best. And I just love like something in how what you said that in there. You're like, no, this isn't right, and I don't want that. And so good for you for advocating for your health and because and I don't mean that to shame anyone, like by dismissing your doctors. I don't mean that in that way by any means, but I just like, it's just so badly like, but wait, there is more. Like, that's a message. Your body's sending a message. Something is off here. We don't just like, oh, I feel like really crappy or my heart's doing these weird things. Like, there's a reason.
There's a reason. Exactly. There's a reason. And there's answers. You can find answers. Yeah. You don't have to just go on medications or have surgery. There's actually answers.
Right. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Our bodies. Yes. Sorry.
A lot of people don't know that though, so that's why I feel like it's my obligation and yours. That's what we're doing here, educating people and spreading the word, how to get those answers.
Absolutely. Yes. The more you know.
Right.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that so much. I feel like, I know last time we met, I was like, I feel like I could talk to you all day long. And I feel like I just love it. So sorry if you hear my dog's in here. If you hear some weird background noise, she just like sneezed or something. No problem. Whatever under there. She's under my desk. So I always love to hear. The premise is this concept again that this belief that we are all truly designed and created to thrive. And so I love I think that can look different from person to person. So I always love to ask, when you hear that thriving, like what does thriving mean to you? And that could be something that like you could apply it to your patients, or that could be like in your own personal life, like however you want to answer that. What does thriving mean to you?
Yeah. So I feel like there's a couple of different aspects of when I think of thriving, but the most basic definition is to literally wake up in the morning, feel good, have the energy you need to do the things you need to do and want to do, to be pain-free, to feel even physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally stable.
Yeah.
I feel like those are kind of the building blocks of being able to thrive in your life. But when I take it personally, thriving to me means everything that I just listed so that I can spend time with my family and my friends and do the things that I want to do in life. My hobbies like hiking and yoga, being able to do these things that bring me joy is really, thriving. I feel like, that's a big one. I feel like also a big part of thriving is actually serving your purpose and doing what you love to do. I think that a lot of people literally are so unhappy with their job or their work, and they feel like, oh, I can't have happiness in what I do. And I feel like that's not true. And actually, if you're not doing what you love, then you're not thriving. Yeah. I feel like that's a big one that's overlooked.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, that's so beautifully said, all of it. I love all of what you said. And you're right. Like I wonder sometimes too, I wonder what you think of this. I think that for sometimes it seems to be ingrained, and I think there's a shift. I feel like there's a shift happening here. Maybe it's just because that's what I'm like seeking, but like, the conception that we have to suffer to be successful, or that like we don't like the things we love to do, like, oh, that's just nice. That's if you have time, but you have to like put the hard work in and put all the like, essentially be miserable, and then you can enjoy, like, be miserable first, then I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
I totally agree. And it's not to say that it's not work. Of course, not everything is work, right? Absolutely. But it's different when you truly enjoy it and love it. Then it's work, but it's work that you don't feel bad about. You're not angry about the fact that you have to put in this time or energy because you love it and you're helping people, or whatever it is that's important to you. Like, it's important for me to help people and heal people and educate people, but maybe something else is important to somebody else, you know? So whatever, like I said, brings you joy and is important to you in your life, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. Right, because it definitely is work to do what you love.
Sure.
It's like, you suddenly do what you love, and there's like, it's just, you know, it's roses all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. Well, cool. Well, I think that, I mean, one of my questions I always love to ask is, how does what you do help people thrive? And I think, I mean, it's so, you already so beautifully said this. I think I need to change this question, because I say it every time, like, well, you already like did a great job of answering this. But really, I mean, like, what would you, like, is there anything else you'd want to say to that? Like, that how what you do helps people thrive? Again, I feel silly asking it, because you truly did such a beautiful job of explaining it, but anything else you'd say to that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of what I was saying earlier, a lot of people who are healers or even educators, we do what we do because we've been there and we know how it feels to not feel well. So when you figure out those answers, it's like our obligation, our joyful obligation, to spread that and to help people. So I feel like my work helps people thrive by being able to live their life, you know, live their life pain-free and happy and healthy, so they can do the things that they want to do, and, you know, the things that make them happy in life. But also, the big thing with nutrition response testing, I feel like, going back to the finding the answers, like, I help people thrive by finding answers out there. You know, there's answers to why you can feel well. You know, figuring out these things that are in your body, these chemicals and metals and virus, actually getting answers to reasons why your body is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. I feel like that's the biggest thing, helping people thrive, you know. Getting answers so that they can empower themselves to feel better, like take control of their health.
Right. Which is such a shift, right, from like what a lot of people are used to, and that it's that I don't necessarily feel like it's not a position of empowerment. It's a position of, here, you take this and you're on this forever, and I'm your expert, and this is what you have to do. But I just love that shift, in that, like you just said, that you're empowering them. Because,
right.
Like, yes. Like, oh, it's just so beautiful. I love that. I love it. Oh, I think that's so great. So, gosh, I mean, I am so excited for everyone to get to watch this, because I think that you offer so much hope. And if there's people out there watching, which my guess is that there is, that are just like, hey, I've not been feeling well, I've been trying all these things, and maybe I've been told that, like what your experience, like, we don't know, this is just it, here, take this medication. Right. And that, just, how discouraging does that feel? But I'm so excited for whoever is hearing this, that needs to hear that there is hope, and that what beautiful work that you're doing and bringing hope to people. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. So so again, thank you for being here. Thank you. Is there so I was like, kind of like to, I mean, gosh, I don't want to end this, because I feel like we could just talk forever, and there's so much great things you do. But anything that you recommend, just something like quick, like that you maybe recommend to your patients, or just like a quick tip on something that you would recommend to help us thrive in this moment.
Yeah, so a lot of times, especially on the acupuncture table, when I leave people, I'll usually leave them for 20 minutes or so, and I help them with their breathing while I'm out of the room. But it's breathing that we can do all the time, because a lot of people actually breathe backwards. So, and it affects the nervous system, and it affects, you know, literally mentally how we deal with things in life. So I like to try to help people breathe the correct way. And I specifically teach them, it's called long, deep breathing. And if you want me to, I can kind of tell you how I do that.
Please, I'd love to, yes.
Okay, so sometimes it's easier if you put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Okay. So what we do is, when we breathe in, it's like filling up a glass. So you start from the belly, which a lot of people start from the chest. You actually start from the belly, and you breathe in, and you can feel your belly expanding, and then you come up to the chest. So it's like filling up the glass, right? And then when you exhale opposite. So you exhale the chest, and then the belly comes down last. So literally like your belly button comes to your spine.
Yeah.
So we'll practice together here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so inhale belly and continue up and fill up your chest. And then reverse it. Exhale chest first. And then feel the belly deflate. We'll do that one more time. Inhale belly. Fill it up to the chest. And then exhale the chest. And belly comes in last. Yeah.
Amazing. Yes. Oh, thank you. That's so good. I found myself, I try to often concentrate on feeling my belly, that diaphragmatic breathing versus like the chest breathing. I found that I was able to do it in, but on the out, like it was so much more, it was harder for me to start like breathe out from the chest first for some reason.
It is hard. Yeah, because people they do it kind of backwards.
Yeah.
And even if you do a little bit from the chest first, even if you get that last bit of really feeling that belly button come in towards the spine, you're getting all that stale air out of there.
Yeah.
And it will stabilize.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, thank you for doing a breath exercise. Breathing is so powerful. And thank you for doing that. Such a simple tool that we all have available to us at any time. And that
exactly
in the middle of a stressful event at work or whatever it is, like we can just breathe.
Just breathe.
Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful. Dawn, thank you so much for being here. I will post your website in the links in the comments below.
Perfect.
What's the best way for people to find you, reach you? Do you, like, for first time people, do you do like a consult, or how do people get started with you? Like what does that process look like?
Sure. Yeah. If anybody ever wants to have a consult, I can definitely do a phone consult first.
Okay, cool.
You know, it helps for me to understand what people are looking for in healthcare, so I can make sure that they get the right service. So we can always consult first. Otherwise, there's tons of information on my website. So www.catalystfamilyhealth.com. I also have a Facebook site, which is more than it's actually daily tips, kind of nutrition stuff, recipes, things to do in Colorado on the weekend. So it's a lot more than just, it's kind of fun. It's almost more lifestyle and health.
Yeah.
So my Facebook site, you can always email me, dawn@catalystfamilyhealth.com, and then call is good too. Email or call.
Perfect.
So all those things are available.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. So I will link to your page below, and I will find you on Facebook and then put that in the comments as well. But yeah, thank you again so much for being here. Thank you for what you do and for making such a huge impact in everyone that you work with. It's grateful to have people.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time and having me on here, and I love the work that you're doing as well. So
thank you. Well, it was so great to see you. We'll see you soon.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.